Welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
Everyone, it's me, Sean Capri. I'm glad you're here because you're listening to the most horse-powerful podcast on the internet. It's the Xbox Drive. I'm on a Discord call with my best friends in the whole universe, and Fiona's not here. Mitch Power and Bowser. Hi, Mitch. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you? That energy, man. I thought I was gonna hear a bah.
Bah! Yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's back. You know, I might take it over. I might take it back from Fiona. Fiona, when she's here, she does the intro. I think I'm taking it back. Nuts to this. This is my show. I started this show. I'm taking it back, man. Bowser, how the hell are you?
Your name's on the tax forms. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Your name's on the tax forms.
Don't tell him.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Taxman. You're not listening. My bad.
Oh, get away from me, Trudeau. You know what I'm saying? You guys have no idea what I'm saying. You don't know who
That's
that
some
is.
Canadian dude in charge, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, Bowser,
Good
how are
Lord.
you? Good to see
I'm
you.
doing all right. You know, I was off work playing video games today.
Yes.
It doesn't get any better than that.
It's very nice. I'm sitting on a new chair. It's got an Xbox logo on it. Not a gift. I paid way too much money for how not great this chair is. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's in a trial period. Mitch.
Hold on a minute. You told us they had the chair at work and that you liked the chair and that the Xbox branded one was cheaper.
Yep.
So what's different?
That
you don't like?
The butt is different. It's got like it's not the nice like fabric on the butt. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the leather on the butt.
It's like kind of like I don't know if it's leather or like a fake leather or whatever it is.
Probably.
Phil Spencer's extra skin. I don't know, dude. Like what they put on this thing.
Here's one funny thing. Go get yourself a purple seat cushion. Anybody listening? Purple doesn't sponsor this show. I just want to point that out. Purple doesn't sponsor this show. If you want to, Sean will take your money.
Purple's a color. What? What are you talking about?
Purple is a mattress company. Like they make mattresses. And they make a seat cushion that I have that I swear to God, I can sit in this thing for an entire 24-hour stream and my butt not hurt whatsoever.
I need that. That's what I need.
It's amazing. It really is. Like, let's put it this way. I got a brand new chair, brand new chair, sat down, put my purple seat cushion back on the brand new chair. It's better.
Okay.
Instantly.
I need this. I need a recommendation. Yes,
I'm gonna
because I'm
send it
just
to you.
guessing on the internet right now.
You're going to be real mad when you see the price, but don't worry about it. It's
Why is
I
it
don't
expensive?
think compared to the chair he just bought.
Yeah,
That's
no.
true.
I'll send this chair back and I'll buy 14 of whatever you're trying to sell me.
Just going to stack them on top of each other? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I don't even need a chair.
You don't need a chair. Who needs
Just
that?
sit on the floor on purple
Honestly,
cushions.
I'm at the point where I'll get one of those exercise balls, like the gymnic ball things, and just do it. Remember when that was all the rage? Like that was good for your posture? Get out of here, dude. No way. No way.
I'm going to put it here if you just want to go ahead and pull that up. And we'll just see
Oh,
your
yeah,
face
we
when
can
you
just do
search
that
price.
at the start here. Let's just see.
Yeah, why
this,
not?
Oh,
Purple seat cushions, everybody. This is the exact one I have, and I promise you, the price is nuts. However, it's worth it when you sit all day.
Who cares? Yeah, let's show the screen.
Just
let's
whatever.
just share it. Let's just have a look, man.
There you go. Oh, it's in Canada. It's not available.
It's
apparently.
trying to get me to change stores here.
Yeah, I see that now. $160.
Okay. Yeah, that
Totally
is
worth
pricey. That's I don't even use that. Like, I don't have $116, and that's Canadian, or that's US. So it's gonna cost me $500 Canadian dollars. I don't even spend that much on my pillow that I sleep on.
They make pillows, by the way. They're also great. My wife has a pillow. I'm just saying.
Okay,
but yeah,
maybe we do need a sponsorship from Purple.
I'm just saying, Purple, give Sean money. Give him free seat cushions, actually. He'll do that. Because once he gets one, he won't shut up about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yep.
You can count on that, Mitch.
But
you know
if
me.
it's bad, if it doesn't help, he will also not shut up about it.
That's
So
true.
we
That's
gotta be
true.
careful.
They don't make a bad product. Let me tell you what. I'm just saying.
Speaking of that, last night on the Nintendo Drive, I was giving the gears to Best Buy for mailing and shipping my copy of the Zelda game, EOW, Echoes of Wisdom. We enunciate the acronyms, Mitch. You know this.
I hear
about
that.
us.
Yeah.
EOW is the latest Zelda game. Yeah, I was wrong. I need to send an apology. I need to issue an apology to Best Buy. They just didn't send me a notification that it had arrived. But I checked today and it was like delivered Thursday, September 26th. I didn't know that. Didn't know that because it's in my mailbox down the street. I don't check it every day. Originally, it said it was going to come on Friday, September 27th. That's why I went on my rant yesterday. So I just need to rescind, just a bit of a clarification. But also, send me a notification. It's there. It's in the mailbox. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Are you sure you just didn't swipe through all your emails that you get from like Xbox and Nintendo and all these people that love you so much? You sure you don't just accidentally swipe on that notification you got delivered? No,
it's possible. Yeah, I do get a lot of love. Yes.
So much.
Oh my goodness gracious. So much free stuff, man.
I know, right? Oh my God. The perks
like
of being the big boss at Carpool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, all right.
Nintendo ignores you.
Paid full price. Yeah, we're like, hey guys, like we'd love to show you what we do, reviewing Zelda, and they're like, noted. That was about it. So that's okay.
Is that how you do it? Is that why I haven't had success? Because I just go, give me a game for free, and that doesn't work very well. Typically, that email gets ignored.
It's worked sometimes. Like because we do take the review process pretty seriously around here. Like we come up with a plan, and depending on the game, it's a little bit different. But we try to do that as best we can. You know, because they don't have to send us anything. But that could we could.
If anything, what they could do is they could send you a code, and you can just wait 6 months to play, so that way you can give it a fair review.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, we'll pin that. We'll pin that Star Wars. We will pin that. But before we get there, somebody's knocking on my door incessantly. Housekeeping. Oh, come on in. I'm glad you're here, housekeeping lady. We will clean the house. We'll clean the garage because everything going over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. It continues. We're on some sort of streak every week. I think I just jinxed it. I think I just did.
You done goofed.
Yeah, I caught myself while I'm yammering on here. But thank you to Sean Hennigan for coming back to their exclusive tier. You get all that great perks. You got the Pants Patreon podcast for Patrons podcast. Amanda is next. Bowser's done it. I've done it. Everyone but Mitch, I think, has done it. No, Ron hasn't done it too. It's all good, man. So much exclusive content. One cool thing, very different, that is coming to the Patreon at that exclusive tier. Seth and I are going to watch the Mario movie from 1993, and we're going to give it an honest-to-God review, spoiler cast. Like, we're going to, in earnest, we're going to be discussing that movie because of all the great support, nice segue, at twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live for September. We crushed our goal, Bowser. We thought, what if we could get people over to 100 subs? More than 100 subs. It's been nuts. Every dollar at twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live, every dollar at carpoolgaming.com, where you can get all your great merch, your Extra Life merch, which people are starting to receive right now. It's all going to help us go to Extra Life. We're going to have a house. It means that more people can come because they don't have to pay for accommodations. We're all staying at like a Big Brother house. I didn't mention that before, Bowser, but like we're going to have cameras set up everywhere, watch your every move, and we'll make content out of it. Probably not. I'm making it up as I go.
Thank you everybody signed
for your support, man. What the heck is wrong with me this week? Oh, man. Carpoolgaming.com. Go get your merch.
Yeah, you did. Look at that.
Bowser's got her stickers in. She got her shirts in today.
I did.
How many shirts did you get, Bowser? You got shirts.
Well, 3 came today, and I'm still missing one.
Still missing one.
Fourth wall is weird, by the way, because I made a recently large order and I got 3 shirts first, and I got some hoodies on the way, and I got a glass on the way, and there's like,
my hoodies.
So
not shipped yet.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
You get another present day.
There you go. Also, side note, September now, the bonus that they're doing is if you gift at least 5 subs, Twitch gives you a bonus sub on top of it. So I just want to throw that out there. Yeah. So that's what they started doing today.
That's right.
So at the end, today they started it. I think it was today or yesterday. If you donate at least 5 subs, every 5 subs you donate, they kick in an extra one. So 6 for the price of 5. So
we got to come up with something silly to get up to 125. What are we at? We're like 104 or something like that.
I think it was. Earlier.
Sean will grow a beard.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah. That'd be great.
That'd be extra life territory. If we hit like 10,000 this year, I grew up here. We've never done 10K before. We've hovered in and around 9. It's been pretty good. So that's great. Thank you, everybody. We're still housekeeping here. Thank you guys for your support of Patreon.
She's still in here.
It's been great. Patreon's been incredible. September's been amazing. It just like completely flew by. I think we've been live on the channel every single day.
Every day.
Every day in September.
Tony Baker coming in with the 5 bomb of subs.
The 5 bomb?
Live on
the 5
air,
bomb? The 5
which
bomb?
turns into a 6 bomb.
Hey!
Look at us.
Oh my goodness gracious. Tony Baker's so supportive. Such a nice guy, so handsome. Like, what else? Leave some for the rest of us, Tony Baker. Such a nice human being. Holy crap.
Such a nice person. Good job.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, Tony Baker. That is awesome. And thank you to Tim Paullin, who also gifted 15 subs this month. Ginsu 3000 with 10 and BobLoblaw at 10. Tony Baker, wait, did he just do 5 and he got 6? He's up to 11 now this month. Yon32, Rizzle, 2929, that's Brian Reese, Mitch Power, Bowza, and myself all did 5. Look at us. Man, we waited. Yeah, we're great.
Yeah. Support the company that we do a podcast for. It's crazy.
12 hosts. We all donate subs here, man. All very cool. Holy crap. So good to see everybody here. Keep up the reviews coming in on Apple Podcasts and wherever else. And I think that's it. I think that's all the housekeeping that I would like to do right now. Bowza, please.
If you're live on Twitch, you got some time to get in on a hype train.
There's a hype train?
There's a hype train going right now.
Choo-choo, mother trucker.
Whoa.
Say, if you're listening to this later, go start a new one.
Oh, that reminds me.
Go start a new one.
That reminds me. If you are on Patreon, you get this pretty dang early. You get it the day after we record. If you're on free feeds, it's basically like last year, man. What are you doing? You got that ad. I'll be interrupting later on, telling you about how you should go on to the Patreon and stuff. No ads at the Patreon. None of that. We'll even maybe edit out that whole bit about purple mattresses or purple seat cushions that we were talking about before.
Hey,
it's a great product. I'm trying to get you money, Sean. I'm trying to get you money.
I'll take it.
What if Purple sponsored the entire Extra Life house? It was like, this is the Carpool Extra Life house brought to you by Purple Mattress.
That'd be great.
It'd be crazy.
It'd be like soundproofed. They just have like cushions.
Mattresses all over the walls.
Exactly. We have a Purple mattress room.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm having so much fun already. We're 12 minutes in. This is great. How are you guys? You guys seem good.
I'm good. I'm having fun chatting with you guys. I haven't done anything this week fun. So yeah, super happy to do some fun stuff now.
Green Jeans in the chat says housekeeping lady sounds like Fiona.
Oh my God.
That's her.
What is happening?
No,
Tony Baker
horrifying.
with more subs? More?
Tony Baker, you don't have to do this, man.
See, all you have to do is peer pressure people and they give you money. It's incredible.
Oh, that is so nice, dude. Holy crap. Another, what?
This is so weird. It says on this one, we added 1 gift sub and 2 bonus gift subs to Tony Baker's gift.
Oh, what?
We are like at 121 out of 125 right now, guys.
Let's go.
124. Hit refresh. 124. We didn't even say we're going to do anything at 125.
You better figure it out,
We might have
Sean.
to come up with something for 150. We might have to.
You might want to do something, Sean.
We'll just ride this. We'll just ride this out for a little bit. Thank you, Tony Baker, for kicking us off with this hype train on our podcast. What in the world? Oh, that reminds me, actually. We'll be sending something out into the Discord, I think. I would like to learn about this. I'd like to hear back from people. What do you guys want us to do? You want us to keep doing this thing? Mitch Power, did you do something just now?
I did, and guess what? It gifted 3 extra subs that time.
What is
There's
happening?
just like subs
Shut
everywhere.
up! Twitch is giving you money, Sean.
September. I'm just trying to keep up, dude. That's all I'm trying to do over
I don't
here.
even know how many we got, but it's way past 125 now.
Yeah, it is. Sean, grow a beard.
Oh, I said extra life. I said extra life.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We're like working on a level 6 hype train now.
Has this ever even happened before? Record high support on Twitch, by the way. It's been a very cool September for us. We're inching towards 1,000 followers. We hit 950 earlier today when Bowza and Seth were playing EOW, which is the enunciated acronym, of course, for Echos of Wisdom, which is not how you say that.
Echos.
Yeah.
Gotta love
Oh man, we've got a whole glossary of mispronounced Zelda games: Totki, Botwa, etc., etc. What the heck, man? Thank you, Mitch. Have I missed anything? There's so much stuff going on in Twitch right now. Sorry to. She's still here.
She's still here. Kick her out.
We've just been
Get
hanging
her out
out
of here.
You know.
Like,
oh, thank you so much. That's great. Twitch is gifting. Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Don't ask. It says, yeah, we added
132.
1 gift plus 2 bonus subs. Don't ask me. I'm just awesome. That's why I did it.
Thank you, Mitch. That is very nice, man.
You're welcome.
Does it say who got it? I can't see that in my feed.
Yeah, Frantix, GG, Lie Rockin, and Nani Juice. Nani,
Nice.
I'm sorry. My apologies. Nani _ juice.
Oh,
Not to
gotta
be
get that
confused.
underscore in there.
Got an extra E on there too.
Please.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people got
Jeez.
subs. It's
You're right.
just I don't even know what's happening.
And we
around
set a
here.
record
Yo,
on a high
old
train. Let's
Mr.
go,
Frump
people. Good
did 5 hours ago. Is that true? Old Mr. Frump gave out 5 gift subs. What the crap, man? What a day.
job. Twitch is almost going to be on the thing. Twitch has gifted 9 subs. Twitch is about to be on that.
Oh,
panel.
shout out to Twitch. Thank you, Twitch, for all the gifted subs. That is
Thanks,
great.
guys.
Okay.
All right.
We can maybe get back to the Twitch ridiculousness because
Yeah,
we
why
are
don't we do that?
recording a
Yeah.
podcast here. Thank you guys
All right,
so
all
much. I'm just trying to balance things out here. Do you guys want to talk about what you're playing, or do you want to do the Star Wars? Let's do the what you're playing. Bowser, what you playing?
Well, let's do normal stuff. We gotta go through our
Okay.
steps here. All right. I've been
Okay,
playing a bit
okay.
on PC in the last week. This is
Okay.
shocking, like it's not my jam.
Mm.
But you know what is my jam? Playing
Peanut
video
butter.
games
Wait,
with my
strawberry.
friends.
Aw. Aw.
Aww. First up, last weekend, Unrailed 2 had an open beta on Steam. I don't know if you've ever played Unrailed, but it's like a voxel art train building game. So you gotta like dig through the rocks and cut down the trees to get your iron and your wood and to clear the path, and you're building train tracks. You're trying to get to the station. There's all kinds of upgrades. Super fun time. Well,
Hang on.
Unrailed 2
While
is
the
coming.
train is driving, like you've got to get
Yes.
the.
Yes.
Oh, that's stressful.
Yes, so that's your time element. If you don't have a track there, the whole train crashes. and
Everyone
burns.
dies.
Yep, everybody dead.
All right. Please tell me there's no one on this train. That's scary as
mean-
hell.
There's got to at least be somebody driving it, right?
Only babies. And puppies.
Jesus.
Puppies, kittens, and human babies are on this train, so
Yes.
don't screw up. Too far.
So we played together a bunch on the first one, but now Unreal Part 2 had their beta, and it is more and better. Just all the ways you would
Ah.
want it to get better. Like, before you can add different cars to your train. Like, you can get one that makes dynamite and then go put dynamite down and blow stuff up. But now there's torpedoes, there's, turrets, all
My
kinds
kinda
of crazy
Tremors.
stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
That's graboid. What was that?
And
Oh
now you can
God!
get-
There's a giant tremor screaming
Look at
out of the
that
ground over here.
sandworm or something coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, so they really upped their game here. There's like boss fights. It's crazy. So
Oh,
we played a
good
couple of good
shout out.
sessions. And they just announced the release date for Unreal 2 is November 7th. So if you want
Okay.
to find me on November 7th, I'm going to be playing Unrailed.
Nice. Right after Extra Life. I like it.
Yeah, right after it.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I like
it'd be
it.
great if it came out like a week earlier, but hey,
Play it
we'll
at
have
Extra
that
Life.
sometimes.
Sean's
play
got to
Unreal
connect.
What?
Sean's got to connect. He can get somebody on the horn and be like, hey guys, it's Sean Capri here from Carpool Gaming. Give me it early.
They're like,
Yeah.
they hang up the phone. Instantly.
Who's
Oh,
this
we've
guy?
heard about you.
They'll be like, that crazy Sean guy called again.
That guy who wants to put babies, kittens, and puppies in a train without a railroad track in front of it. Man, what are you
Yeah.
thinking?
We watched a clip of his podcast. We cannot support this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sending
Nice.
links of our stuff at all.
Got it.
Not this episode, anyways.
Nope.
Yeah.
The Backtrackers game for this month is Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition. So I've been
Mm.
playing a little bit of that. It's an old game.
Yeah, it's 20,
It's going,
it's about
but,
20
like-
years old.
Yeah, it's showing its age a bit here, so I'll
Ah,
get
that's
through it.
never
I mean, it's still good
Okay.
enough to keep going, but
Sure.
some things aren't as user friendly as you would expect in today's games.
Gotcha.
I play through all kinds of weird stuff for Backtrackers, so this won't stop me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I've been playing that EOW.
Yow.
Yow.
Yeah, I'm having a blast. We
Are
don't
ya?
need to go over it here. You guys covered it last night on the Nintendo Drive. It's wonderful. It's everything I
might
wanted.
skip it. You guys, that looks so hard. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
All these items
difficult.
and puzzles and thinking. No.
Jesus.
I think it's easier than Link's Awakening, but
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I had trouble with that one.
yeah.
Mm.
And then the last thing is something that Mitch and I played together. Another PC game called Lockdown Protocol.
Okay.
Literally, it is so much fun.
Oh.
It is so much fun.
So it's
Go ahead.
It's everything I like about Among Us and nothing that I hate about Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
So in Among Us, somebody finds a dead body and we call a meeting and everybody lies about it and tries to make up stories, right? In Lockdown Protocol, there's no stopping. Like, you can run around and shoot everybody and then whatever happens, happens.
I kind of like that. Yep.
So it's a first-person, fully 3D game. It plays really well. There's a bunch of different tasks that you know, the employees are trying to do and the dissidents are trying to stop them and kill them, and it is phenomenal. Like, and there's little touches, like what has proximity chat, so you can only hear and communicate with the people that are nearby, like in real life. But when someone is talking, their little helmet like lights up, it glows.
Yeah.
So you know who's talking. Like, I'm sure that would be better if you're playing with strangers, right? We played with Mitch's community, so we kind of knew everyone's voice. It didn't matter, but
Right.
it's
There
just
was
all
still-
the little touches.
Mm-hmm.
Look, people run around stabbing each
This
other.
trailer is excellent. This must be like the Kickstarter trailer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is great.
Yes, I think it's still early access.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah. They're still like adding to it. Like even the tutorial's not like
It's not
complete.
finished.
yeah,
Yeah.
the tutorial's not even finished. It's like, come back here. We'll add more.
What I will
But
say,
no,
if
like-
anyone wants to play it, there is like a tutorial thing you have to make it through, kind of teaching you, you know, what the buttons do.
Mm-hmm.
You can play with controller, and I did, but it's not going to show you controller button prompts, so you have to figure it out.
Yeah,
That's
early
still
access.
like very beta access.
Yes.
So if you're good on keyboard and mouse, you're good. If you can figure things out in controller, it worked fine once I knew what the buttons were. But
Sure. And you can mostly guess, I'm sure.
It's
Yeah.
really not terribly difficult. Yeah. I mean, I plugged in a controller to try to do it on controller and then just kind of got to a point where it's also not difficult on mouse and keyboard either. You know what I mean? It's not like there's like 40 buttons you have to hit. It's pretty easy. So I actually stuck with that because I felt the gamepad was like, again, it's like beta adding the gamepad to it. It's not officially supported yet. So like once it becomes officially supported and you can just plug and play any controller and it kind of just configures, I'm sure it'll be better. But I plugged it in, I moved around a little bit. I was like, just went right back to keyboard and mouse just because, and again, I'm actually the opposite, right? I'd rather play with a controller, but I just felt it was kind of weird on controller. I don't know what, again, maybe I just didn't know the buttons and didn't want to take the time to learn it.
yeah, maybe before the next session, I'll look on Steam and see if like players have submitted controller configurations, because that's a thing
I'm sure
you can do, and it might be a little better.
Star Athena, is it only first person? Yes. Here's what I want to say though. It's only first person. Fee still played with us.
Oh.
Yeah.
She still played with us. And I don't know if she was feeling good or not. Like, I don't know if it was that bad. Like, it is kind of faster motion because you can like sprint in the game where you can start kind of moving pretty quick. But she didn't really mention anything like having to take a break or anything like that. Like, for the most part, it felt fine. The one thing I appreciate about the game was the prox chat and the sound design in the game is so good.
Oh, wow.
Like, you're in, like a ship, you have rooms and stuff, but you'll hear gunshots in a far off room somewhere. It's like pop, pop, pop. Like, you'll hear it in the distance. The prox chat's really nice because that also leads to hilarity. Just running around a corner and you don't hear anybody until they're right in your front of your face. The sound design's really good. The one thing I appreciate as well is the puzzles, like the tasks that you have to do, aren't easy. And they're not like, Among Us is like, go here, hit button,
swipe a card,
leave.
Yeah.
This one is literally requiring like multiple things that have to be done, but it's not like you have so many tasks that it's impossible for the, employees to win. But there's definitely teamwork that's required. But the other thing that's nice too is if you aren't an employee, the sabotaging part of it, because you have to go like find items in a storage room. So like there was one time where we needed to go find one item. And I think it was Bowser just took it and hid it in another room somewhere where it shouldn't have been. And we're just like, where the hell is this item? And we're running around while she's just murdering everybody. Yeah.
So you don't have to be good and like kill everybody. You can
because that's the other thing
sabotage
too.
them and wait and see what happens.
Yeah, there's like, and she's right though. Like the pace of Among Us stops instantly when you go to vote people. And this isn't it. Like you have 8 minutes, which I think the standard is 8 minutes. You can customize it to where you can have all sorts of crazy tasks and amount of time or whatever. But like it's live. Like you're walking around and you can die pretty quickly. Not instant that I've seen, but like the way that they have like you can't just run all over the place because you have a stamina meter. You can actually die running too much or jumping too much. So like it's so much fun. The prox chat makes it great. So when you're dead, you can hear all the dead people and the alive people.
Wait, what do the dead people sound like? They're still talking. They can
like,
still
when you die, you turn into like a little glowing ball, and you can just like float around anywhere. But the alive people can't see or hear you. And
the other thing too is in Among Us, when you die, you can still help do tasks. In this, you can't. Like when you die, you are just a spectator at that point where you're just watching everything else. But we played for a couple hours, and it's only $10 on Steam. And it might be the best $10 I've ever spent on Steam.
Yeah.
Wow.
In one Saturday, no one had a bad time playing it. Like to the point where Buzz is now playing it with randoms. Like Buzz and Dame, my friends, they started playing it with randoms. And I'm like, is it still fun? He's like, you have no idea. He goes, it gets more insane when it's a random because you can just be hella mean for no reason if you want.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But no, it's so good. And again, it's just, there's little things like, you can point at somebody, like in the game, there's actions that you can do where you can point at somebody, you can do a thumbs up at somebody, or you can put your hands up. So it leads to a lot of funny things because all of a sudden you'll just be sitting there and just all of a sudden be like, I blame you, and just like point at somebody and they're just like, I didn't do anything. Like there's a lot of like little like expressions that your characters can do that just make it better. We're playing it again tomorrow. Like I can't wait. And yeah, it's a lot of fun for $10. And again, the thing that sucks is by the time it becomes, it'll probably go to console. It can easily go to console, but by that time, who knows? It'll still be popular or be played by people.
Yeah, but it'll be revived then by
it definitely
people
will.
That don't have a PC.
Yep.
It definitely looking at the trailer, like it gave me when Among Us went VR, like, and it kind of gave you that different perspective. It's like it's this, but you don't have to have a VR set.
Yep.
Right. And yeah, like I said, the just overall dynamics of the game are definitely similar as far as the deception side of things go. You have to try to like definitely not be seen, but also you can get to the point where you have to kill the killer. And then it's like, okay, cool. Killing the killer doesn't win the game. You still have to go do your tasks.
Doesn't solve anything.
It doesn't solve anything.
Yeah,
so
was
like
one round where I was like the only
message.
person left alive, and I'm trying to do the stuff. I just ran out of time. Like I knew what had to be done. I know I'm the only one left, and I'm not the dissident, so
right.
I was safe, but I didn't have enough time.
Yeah, so that's the thing is like you have to. It's definitely a better thing to stay alive just because once you die, you're literally contributing nothing. So you really have to pay attention to people. But there's plenty of situations where I knew who the killer was, yet two people were having a conversation in a room. They're like, Buzz is the killer, runs away. I'm like, no, he's not. Actually, you just killed him for no reason. This is bad. That was you.
I thought it was Buzz for sure, though. Like,
yeah,
he was being super sus.
Fee's middle name is Sus. She followed me
It's
a
always
whole
Fee.
game. She followed me for a whole game for no reason. She just followed behind me and I turn around, she's there and I'm like, why? Go do something. Leave me alone. She's like, Mitch Sus. And then she point me out and I got killed for it. I didn't even do anything. It's ridiculous.
I don't
Anyways,
like that.
go play
That's
it.
like
It's
40
super fun.
chess, man. That's way too far ahead. I don't
But
understand
it.
it.
Was fun. Like I got way more than $10 worth of laughs just in one session playing. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's good. Nice.
It's great. Everybody check that game out.
Lockdown Protocol.
Yep.
Very
Awesome
nice.
game.
I think that's it for me and my games.
Is that
Mitch,
it?
what else are you playing?
Literally, I played that in Apex. I didn't play anything all week. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so I literally haven't streamed all week. I haven't done anything all week. I didn't play anything offline.
What'd you eat?
just had what I eat.
Do you eat anything?
Lasagna, homemade
Lasagna is
pizza.
great. Shout out to
Lasagna's awesome.
lasagna.
Homemade lasagna. My wife made
Nice.
homemade lasagna. It was great.
Wow.
Wait,
Man,
is this
this is
ricotta or no
expensive. Look
ricotta?
at you.
Ricotta.
We talked about this on stream, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Bryant like cussed me out for using ricotta. He's like, you disgusting man. Like, what's
Green
wrong
Jeans
with
is
you?
not a fan of ricotta.
I'm just saying, man. Like, but no, I had that. Had some pizza. Had some sandwiches.
I love pizza.
My wife's making a lot of homemade stuff. She got a bread maker. She makes homemade bread. Yeah, it's great. Good stuff. But
glad.
besides that, though, I just played Apex. I played just the weekend. That was it. So,
I love it.
What'd you play, Sean?
As for me, I have been playing the Plucky Squire on Xbox, thanks to we get the ID at Xbox Games, thanks to Xbox Canada. And I talked about it a little bit on the Nintendo Drive. I'm going to talk about it here once again on the Xbox Drive because I'm on both shows. But I have notes this time, Bowser. I have notes because I have some things I need to get off my chest about this game that I have discovered since playing the game yesterday. Number one, it is undeniably charming and unique. And I think that it deserves some flowers for that. This 2D to 3D mechanic it wowed us when we started it. And I just feel like it can quickly become like passe. And it's like, no. That is not passe. Whatever the opposite of passe, that's what it is. It's now I guess. I think it's really interesting. I don't know, dude. I think it's really interesting to be able to go do that. And then related to that, the art style for both are excellent. Like if it was just the 2D game, art style is great. Very charming, lovely. Everything looks squishy and cute, and I love it. And the color and everything's great. Then you pop out into 3D, and it's also excellent. And I just feel like that could have been something that got missed, where like one stood out where the other isn't very good. And they just seem so natural to go back and forth between the 2D and the 3D. And so I just wanted to give it some flowers for that. Gorgeous art style, gorgeous lighting. You pop out into the 3D, and it's kind of like that isometric thing. It's not crazy 3D. You're not controlling cameras or anything like that. I don't have to worry about inverting controls in this one. But like you kind of get used to the cartoon, the storybook, and then you jump out into 3D, and it's like that's what it would look like. The characters look really great, and then everything that's kind of strewn across the desk is also very cool. All the playing cards, and there's like poker chips and toy blocks and paint materials and all these other things are really, they look great, and then they're laid out in a way that's actually, it's nice level design, I would say. Yeah. Again, it's just a thing that's there that I think can be overlooked for whatever reason, but it's because it feels like it's your desk. Like it feels like, well, of course it's that, but it's well designed. I thought that was really nice. The game, when I'm playing it, I love it. I love the game itself. All the game mechanics, all the little mini games, there's little bosses and stuff. I'm swinging my sword around. I'm whipping it around like almost like Kratos in some ways, where you kind of, it's almost like a boomerang effect, and then it can come back. It's kind of cool like that. That's all really good. But this game gets in its own way. And I don't know that I've really heard anybody talk about this. If I'm going to simplify it, it's too much reading, but it's kind of worse than that. It's just when I'm kind of like getting used to exploring and playing, and I'm killing a bunch of enemies and stuff. Then it's like, it's kind of got that, the record skip kind of thing. Just slam on the brakes and let's turn the page and do some more story. And there's another character I've got to listen to their problems about, and another quest is coming on. And I find, maybe it's just me where I'm at right now, I'm so distracted. And I can just, if I'm playing the game, I will stay in the game, but it keeps kicking me out. It's like the flow isn't there for me, which is probably the most troubling thing for me. Every time I just want to like kind of get going, it's like, stop, go do something else. So I haven't been loving that. So there's that. And then maybe the only other thing I would say, Bowser, is it needs a run button. This might be up there. It's unforgivable. This is like no map in a game for me. There's no run button. And I got a big place to explore, and I kind of go back and forth. You're taking words out of the storybook that says like there's a staircase here, and you're like, I don't want a staircase here, I want something else. So you go find another word and you flip that and it changes the storybook. Very great mechanic. I love that mechanic. But if I've got to go to the other side of the book and then come back and I got no run button, come on, man. I don't like that. Unforgivable, no run button. But I mean, like, there's so much to love about it. It's so unique. All the things that wowed us when we first saw it, like, unveiled, I appreciate that the entire time I'm playing it. So, the Plucky Squire, very cool. I'm glad I'm playing it, but I just kind of wanted to bring a bit of a critical eye to it. You know, instead of just going like, I like it. And I haven't been doing that with Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon Legends Arceus and talk about that, and I don't want to be critical about that. I just want to go around playing, like, grabbing Pokemon. That's it.
you want to grab Pokemon, you should be playing that Echoes of Wisdom, that Eow.
Eow.
Because it's like, you got to collect them all.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
But I'm
all
playing
of the
Pokemon.
Echoes that you can learn, like all the stuff that you can duplicate. Yeah, I
Yep.
want them all. I got to find them.
Nice. So that's really all I'm playing right now. I did get a code. I want to talk about this next week. We got a code for a racing game I thought was cool. It's called Drive Rally. # Drive Rally. It's an early access on Steam. I'll have more on that next week. I only did like 2 tracks or something. So more on that next week. And man, I almost want to automatically shift into my favorite segment. Not what we're playing, but what will we be playing? What's coming out? I don't even know, dude. We got to look what's next.
I mean,
'Cause we're
I will be
insatiable,
playing
Bowser.
Zelda for a while.
Are you?
Maybe not too long,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's new stuff on Game Pass, but I was going to save that for the main topic of the
Ooh.
week.
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 Well,
I just
that's
wanna
it.
put-
That's all I'm playing. I think that's it for me.
I went to How Long to Beat to look up Zelda, and I typed in EOW and it didn't find anything. So
Oh my
we gotta let 'em know
goodness
it's wrong.
gracious. I do got to get back to Space Marine too, though. I want to do the operations. I don't want that to slip
Yeah,
away because I'm
let's do
excited
that.
about that. Yeah.
Let me know
I want to
when.
appreciate that game is only, it says here, instead of like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, it's 17 and a half hours. So
Mm.
I know
That's
what
a pretty-
you're going to be playing, Sean,
Oh, really?
next week.
Worms.
Starfield.
Oh man. I mean, this is a topic in and of itself. Because like, did they finish the game? Is Starfield done? I think it might be done. I think it might be time to play it.
year later.
Yeah, I can order because for those who weren't here last year, I was so excited for Starfield. I ordered like an astronaut costume off Amazon and I wore it for the stream. It was great. It's like all orange and everything. It was great. And then as soon as they said maps are coming, improvements to the games are coming, I'm like, okay, I'll jump off. I will stop playing and I'll wait until you actually finish the game. And now they've got like vehicles, they've got maps, they've got like graphic options that I'm playing on PC that are important to me. So yeah, I think it's about time. I need to
It's
know
been done
though.
for a little bit, though.
Yeah, well, and I guess I'm using you're right to bring up this DLC that's coming up because I've been waiting for that as sort of like a marker, as it were, some sort of welcome back kind of thing. Except what I think I'm gonna do is I'll probably start over because I haven't played since last year. So I'll probably start over, which means I won't even experience this DLC until much later. I think that's how that's gonna work. So we'll see. Starfield, man, this is why it's a problem. You got to finish the games if we're going to play them day one.
Did they mention
Next.
if this DLC was something that like you had to beat the game or have a certain item unlocked or a certain area unlocked for? Because like Elden Ring, that was a big thing, right? Like Elden Ring DLC wasn't available to everybody. Like you had to get to a certain extent of the game.
Yeah, I had to go back and fight a boss to get to that.
Yeah,
I have
so
no
I wonder
idea.
if anything with Starfield. I don't know if anybody's mentioned that or not. So
I have assumed that it's, I don't know if you have to collect an item, but I assume this isn't something I want to start with.
sure.
Right.
I'm just kind of combing through a Eurogamer.net article here. It says, where does the name Shatterspace come in? We found, I don't know, maybe I should research this, or maybe someone from the chat instead of live reading a damn article here.
Yeah, that works.
There's
Yeah.
another game that I've been looking forward to, and I think, Sean, you were intrigued by it when we looked at it before, and that is Kill Knight. Comes out
Oh,
October
yeah.
3rd. So I'll probably be playing that next week.
Yes.
That's
I wanna have
like,
a look at this one.
This is like the kind of isometric hordes of enemies,
Yep.
just hack and slash all over
Sean
the place. Yep.
Let's have a look at this. Yeah, this is coming.
Yep.
Thank you, IGN, for us stealing your. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
what
twin
game
stick
did this
shooter
remind me
thing.
of?
Yeah.
I guess kind of Hades-esque.
Yeah, the perspective for sure.
Yeah. Oh, this looks great. Yep, I would like this
Yep.
one. This
We're in
is
there.
not listed at Eurogamer.
Well, what do they know?
Yeah, rest in peace. Game Informer used to have the great list of games that are coming out.
Hey, Xbox Wire tells you all the games coming the next week.
Mm.
That's
Is
all.
that
I
what
know.
you're looking at?
Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a
Nice.
link for that.
Yeah, where are you finding that?
Where's that in the doc? Like,
I didn't know we were
Oh.
doing what we were playing next. I didn't get the memo.
We didn't have to. It's all good.
yeah, it's all right.
That's just me. Okay. that is the end of what we've been playing.
I think so.
Okay, I'll try to
Is anybody
remember.
sitting on the side of the road
This is
right
where I
now?
put the ad for Patreon. This is where I put it. So we're just gonna flow into the next thing. Everybody else on the free feeds, they get it right here.
Ooh, they don't get the topic until they sit through the ad.
Yep, I gotta write it down.
Dang.
Timestamp.
I'm sure
I've been meaning
Feed
to
did a
timestamp
character
this
creator.
for a year. Okay, what's next?
All right. The Goobla King writes in and says, with Assassin's Creed being bumped to February 2025, do you think Microsoft should delay Avowed to help us out with our backlogs?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
I think the answer is yes, right, Bowser? They
Yeah,
want to
they
help
should.
us
You know
with
what they
our
should
backlogs.
do? They should move it back into this year where it was supposed to be when they decided to kick it out for my backlog.
Just want to say it. Pushing things forward isn't always a good plan. that's where we
Pushing them
get.
back and lying about why you did it is not a good plan either.
That was just tongue in cheek, trying to be cute. They didn't want to say,
they're not
"Oh, we
cute.
sorry, we
You're a
managed our
giant
time poorly."
corporation. You're not cute.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, they grew up.
Devolver Digital could do that.
Yeah.
Xbox cannot.
Okay. So the answer is no then?
No.
No, they shouldn't
back
push it back.
again, I'm gonna be big mad.
No,
What-
it's two different games. Just
Well,
put it
now
out.
it's
No,
now
now
February's
February's
nuts.
like completely crazy. That's the
It
point of
is.
this question. Like they allegedly delayed out, and but maybe that was to get out of their own way with Call of Duty and Indiana Jones and whatever else is
Yes.
happening. But now February is once again going to be an insane month for video game releases. Apparently, gamers get Christmas a couple months late. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I'm
couple
looking at
months late.
February right now, and there's a lot.
well,
Yep.
let's go over it. I mean, Assassin's Creed is a massive game, and I kind of like, in and of itself, I like February for Assassin's Creed, but it now runs into a February of 2025. That is bonkers. It's insane.
Yep.
What's kind of crazy is I don't think Assassin's Creed has ever been pushed into out of holiday.
That's
the
what I
one thing
mean.
it's always been a holiday game. So that's its
Totally.
kind of thing.
Something
It's
weird
weird.
happened there because didn't they like stop all of the previews of the game?
Yeah, they must have hit some sort of milestone where they're like, oof, we're not going to hit this.
Yeah.
Which is
something
fine.
happened.
You want that.
No, yeah. Again, much rather wait. I think what's crazy is like, saw a video online. Asmongold was reacting because somebody said they were bot viewing the Assassin's Creed video. And I was like, what do you mean bot viewing it? There was literally like comments and all this stuff that were just bot viewing the Assassin's Creed trailer video. And it was just really odd that a major company all of a sudden had all these bot views and comments and likes on a video. And then I don't know, like I said, maybe they were realizing the game's not in the shape they wanted in, but I'd much rather them wait and just put the game out later. But
It's exactly what we were just talking about with Starfield, and we'll get there with Star Wars as well. With these tweets are going out, and there's more stuff coming, and they're gonna fix everything that was wrong in the reviews, etc. Mitch,
do you think Star Wars, because that announcement that Star Wars was getting all these new updates literally came out around the same time? Do you think like Star Wars came out, it didn't sell as well, people talk crap about this bug, this bug, this bug, this bug, and they went, oh no, we have the same bugs in Assassin's Creed right now, we got to take care of. So I think that was a big deal. Also, a weird announcement too. So they announced that Star Wars Outlaws was getting this update and it was going to come out on Steam in like November. And now Assassin's Creed is getting delayed and launching on Steam same date.
Yeah, because
So
they can't bungle these launches, man. Like they realize how important it is to have a really great day one. And I mean, like Star Wars had the issue. You brought it up probably more strongly than even I did. Like you pay extra for early access, and then they wipe your save with the patch on day one. So major issues. I don't know if it's the same problems, but like the overall, the macro of it was the game didn't sell well, and the narrative took off that this game isn't worth playing. It's not worth buying, and that they cannot afford to have that twice. I was going to say they can't afford to have it with Assassin's Creed, but they probably couldn't afford to have it happen with Star Wars either.
They already survived one Assassin's Creed sucking, and that was Unity. Remember, Unity came out and it was just a disaster technically.
Yeah.
They survived that somehow, which in order for them to survive, they had to take a couple years off to not suck.
Totally.
Remember? Like Unity literally came out and it was a joke. People's faces were missing. There was all these technical problems. And
apparently
then
that was a rare issue, but it was
The problem is it was a screenshot on the internet.
Exactly.
That's the problem. It became a screenshot on the internet and became a meme. So then they had to take a couple years away to reevaluate Assassin's Creed. And then they did. And people like it.
And they made it great.
I think they literally hit the same thing again. Star Wars came out. It was weird. Had some weird issues. They talked about fixing it. Was it any worse
than like all the other games that are coming out nowadays? Like this isn't an Outlaws unique problem.
Agreed. It's not just Ubisoft.
The save wipe was exceptionally bad. For the
that's
people
real
that
bad.
Paid for early access and then you wipe their save. That's unacceptable.
Crazy. Yeah. Like that's insane. And
you should be refunding everyone that paid the extra to get that early access because you essentially removed it from them.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. I just think also too, it's not a coincidence that Ubisoft's they do both games. I just think that was a big blow to them. Like the aesthetics of it being out there, like the reputation of that game. Cause again, now what sucks is like that first impressions are always going to be like that, right? It's hard to get back after a first impression comes out and the game's busted.
Yes.
It's super
especially
hard. And few games have done it.
For a company that like already has this reputation of their games being half off 6 months later.
Right.
Like this isn't a Nintendo first party and it's going to be $60 forever.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm worried about Ubisoft, man. I really am because I like their games. I feel like they're like a Nickelback, man. They got popular and everybody started hating it. And then like now it's actually translating into games not selling, which is really, really troublesome. So I'm a fan of Ubisoft games, man. It sucks that people hate on them. So like I like
crazy
Far Cry.
Well, that's the thing I was just about to mention is like I love Far Cry, the series. Like Far Cry 4 is awesome. Far Cry 5 is completely nuts and I love it for it. And I was so stoked for 6. And then I got 6 and I was so disappointed. It's insane. Like and then you know what it is? And this is honestly my biggest gripe with games, the AI. If your AI is so dumb that I don't have any challenge in the game, even on like a harder difficulty, if your AI just does not know how to be an enemy in the game for me, that's a problem. Like, and that's what happened in Far Cry. Far Cry 6 is like the AI was so bad. And I'm just like, this isn't fun for me just to shoot these. There's no challenge to it. The story's cool, but like, do I want to deal with fighting all these enemies that are just dumb and don't bring a challenge to me? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt like Far Cry 6 was the first one. And again, I was all about Ubisoft games, Assassin's Creed, Far Cries. And I'm just like, these are all fun.
Different. That's different than what everybody else yells about. Like that's actually criticism about the game itself. Everybody has their own. They're just like this overarching.
But also the AI was a criticism in Outlaws, which is why I'm mentioning it. Like I saw videos of like stormtroopers straiing like shooting here when you're here. Like they're just not understand.
Yeah,
I get that.
It's factual.
I get facing 180 degrees.
Yeah, they nailed
way.
it. Yeah, they absolutely nailed it.
There.
That's the only redeeming quality of that. You're like, well, they're stormtroopers. But no, like that was a worry. And like I said, I don't want just dumb, like I don't know, I want games to be somewhat challenging, and I don't mind if visuals are a little lackluster. I don't mind if the game isn't as long of a game, or those things don't bother me. But when like the enemies are, dude, I loved Hellblade, and guess what? So those AI, they were fine. Those enemies didn't suck. They knew what they were doing. It was great. So again, I'm not upset by it. I'd rather you release it, because if you release it and it sucks, I'm gonna be more mad. That's all I'd say.
Well, to Bowser's point earlier about what you're allowed to say to the community when games get delayed, Bowser, what did you think about this? Because this does push Assassin's Creed out of the holiday season into February. We'll talk about the other games that are coming in February as well. How did you think about like what they've said here, what Ubisoft came out and said as far as this is why we're delaying it? I almost would like them to have been even stronger on this, to say like almost address the state of games or their games, to say day one is important. I would love for somebody to come out and say day one, we want to have our game as good as it's going to be. And that's what this delay is about. So that when you play on day one, that's a great experience, as good as day 30, day 60. And then we're just going to add on more content. That's my ideal state, but I don't know. Am I crazy?
I mean, I don't think they need to say that part. At least this is like, hey, we want it to be a good game. It's ambitious. It's not ready. Sorry, we got to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah.
That's better than, oh, you got too many games in your backlog, so we're going to kick it out 6 months.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
She is never going to let that down.
No, I'm not.
Good enough.
It makes me mad. But yeah, I mean, what else are they going to say in this? Like, hey, we let some people play it and they told us it sucked, so we're gonna revisit for a while.
Yeah, that's the hard part too. Is like it takes a lot for a company to have that kind of like, we're delaying it because we have to. We want to give you the best experience. Like, I think like a bigger company like that is too scared to do that, because they say that they might think, oh, Assassin's Creed is just not going to be good in general, or they might have that bad taste in their mouth. I think it would take a smaller studio to come out and be like, yeah, our game sucked. Our game was broken. We couldn't do it. We'd rather give you the best experience. We want to make you pay for a game that's quality and not broken and wait 30 days. Because if they called that out, I don't think a bigger company would say it. I think a smaller studio would come out and be like, you want a game that's broken? We can put it out now, like everything else, or we can wait.
And it's not just a big company or small company. It's that this company has put out games that are not ready on day one. That's what I'm really getting at. And maybe that's asking for a lot. Like I'm realizing what I'm asking for is unusual, but also it would set the expectation that now that it's being delayed, it will be excellent on day one. And that's why nobody wants to say that, because they don't know.
Right.
It's really hard
it's still gonna
to
have
do
bugs
that.
when it launches.
But this is what we should be asking for. This is what like we should be expecting day one to be as good as day 30, day 45, whatever it is. Like, that's where I am at with this kind of stuff. And it's not just Ubisoft. This, personally, for me, a lot of people would ask if it started with Cyberpunk. Maybe. But what really locked it in, it's just the way it worked out for me. Nothing, like, biased about it, was Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the last one. Because, like, and then it's just been ongoing ever since. Then it's Starfield, et cetera, et cetera. So I would love for somebody to come out and say this, but that's just where I'm at. And I'm on this podcast, so I'm saying that aloud.
And you're not buying games this year, so
that's true.
It's worked out pretty good for me, not gonna lie.
The one game that actually kind of like I was hoping would be that stance of like, we want quality, but then it came out and it still wasn't there, was Halo Infinite. They delayed that game an entire year. And that's that's Xbox's main franchise. That is their breadwinner. And they could have easily just been like, we have to make sure this game launches incredible. And then it came out and it was good, but wasn't a year extra. I can't even imagine a year ago what that game would have looked like if you actually put it out. Like, how far back was it?
They not put out DLC for this, like story DLC.
Well, I was gonna say they definitely
just
have
let it die.
They have definitely season passes in Halo that are adding armor and all that stuff. And there are some story elements, by the way, to the multiplayer. There are some story elements that they're adding.
I like the story, man. I liked playing. Like, we played. I
actually don't have a problem with the campaign.
We're
at all.
pumped about it. Yeah,
I thought the campaign was fine. I didn't think the campaign was a problem. I just, again, it was just like, that was the one. I was like, yo, Phil literally saw this game and was like, no way am I putting this out,
dude.
And he gave him a whole year, and they still came out. And we were like, oh,
it's unavoidable. I hate topics like this but it's unavoidable in this landscape that, like, there's this game and this game and this game not coming out, not good enough, and it sucks. And I've actively tried to avoid it, and then every once in a while we like fall in the quicksand of it. So I'll get the hell out of here.
About February.
February is here. Talk about games that are coming.
Yeah, there's some big hitters out here. In February.
Yes.
Now, I don't know that they're all like. Is the same person playing Civ 7 that's day one on Assassin's Creed Shadows? I mean, there will be some people.
Ryan Turford.
Those are very different games, right?
Yeah. That's kind of why I was looking at this, and I'm like, it is busy, but also these are super different franchise or different genres, right? Like Civ 7, completely different from Monster Hunter, completely different from Assassin's Creed. Like, I'm just saying, like, some of those are like, and again, if you're a fan of RPGs, like, you're like, damn, what do I do? Like, that's a
Lost
lot.
Records, this Lost Records : Bloom and Rage Tape 1 on February 18th. Is this like a Lost? What the heck is that? Life is Strange? Is that like a Life is Strange
game?
Yes,
that one.
Yes.
Okay, so that one, I think of all these, certainly sits out on its own. That's totally different. Civ 7. Civ 7 is like, it is niche. There's no doubt about it.
It's still big. It's still a big game. Like,
it's massive.
I just think all the games that are here are definitely going to help. They're going to sell well, right? Each of these like niche genres are like Monster Hunter. that's going to sell 10 million copies.
That's
'Cause
where
it's
I'm
Monster Hunter.
headed. Is
You know what I mean?
those
Yeah.
so take out Lost Records, take out Civ 7, and I would say there's an argument to be made that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Avowed, Like a Dragon, and Monster Hunter Wilds are kind of vying for a similar group of people, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's a lot. Those
own...
are big games.
Yeah, they all have their own vibes, though.
Of course, they're not identical games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really cool is, like, there's probably something for you in February.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, there's too much, though. Personally, Bowser, where are you at with these games? What would you circle? You know when Nintendo Direct does a thing?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody circles green, etc.
Avowed, unless it gets pulled back into 2024 like it should.
There's no chance. That game's getting pushed to May. Clip it now,
Yeah,
man.
right,
That game's not coming to February. We're going to May.
You know what's crazy? I actually wouldn't be surprised if they did push it back just a month to give us some space. Just to give us some space.
Their crap.
Don't do a Titanfall here. Don't put this out in between other great RPGs, and this one gets lost in the mix.
They don't need to sell it. It's Game Pass.
Yeah, they do. They need to sell Game Pass subscriptions. Like they need somebody.
Sean could play Avowed if he was not buying games in 2025.
I totally get that. I just worry because again,
Creed Shadows.
Don't Titanfall this. And I said, sucks that that's like an adjective. Like don't Titanfall this.
That's what they avoided, though. Like, let's get that one clear. When you say don't Titanfall this, that's when the publisher of two games stacks them on top of each other. This kind of stuff is unavoidable in a lot of ways because these are all different publishers and stuff, right? But I get what you mean, but it's the avoidable.
If you oversaturate a certain genre in 1 month, you're going to make people pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Avowed is the nice part of it because it is on Game Pass, right? But like, say if they're on PC and they have to pick and choose, you know what I mean? Again, they could
pull it into January.
You could. That's what I'm saying. Just give it some space. Like Titanfall would have been cool 2 months later. Again, you just can't throw it all in the mix with all the same genre, in my opinion. Like, because people are going to have to choose: do you want to spend 80 hours in this game, or 80 hours in this game, or 60 hours? Like, you're going to have to decide if you are a fan of RPGs. Monster Hunter Wilds is literally going to take people away from playing a lot.
Yeah,
that game is
at the very
enormous.
end. That one comes out last of all. Actually, same day as Like a Dragon, which is wild.
So, say if you're stoked about Avowed, you have 10 days to try to get through it before Monster Hunter comes out. Okay, have fun with that.
I guess so. Well, and Avowed is not Skyrim. It's not a 100-hour game, right? Like it's Outer Worlds kind of thing. Like it's not going to be forever. But now the announcement that Bowser liked so little from Xbox, where they said we're moving it because of your backlog. Like that's why your choice of words, I think, has been interesting. I don't know if people have picked up on this, where you think it is optional for them to just like put it in January as if it's done. I'm not assuming this thing is done because
I don't either in my heart of hearts. Like I know it's because the game isn't ready. But what I'm saying is if you go out on public record and say we're delaying it because of all these games in your backlog and we're doing you such a big favor, well, do me another favor, put it in January, Xbox.
Put it in January. Yeah.
Bring it on.
If they did, Phil Spencer, I know you're listening.
What's up, Phil?
What's up, Phil? Just do this to help Bowser. Just make her feel better.
I mean,
not that it matters, because Avowed is the game I play in February. One not listed here, it's still just like February in general, and that is Tales of Iron 2.
Oh, wow.
That's a video game everybody needs to play.
Yeah.
Man.
But look at these.
That'll be a shorter one, too. That won't be like 100 hours or anything.
Assassin's Creed is 4 days ahead of Avowed. That feels aggressive. Like, that feels targeted, you know?
Also, Valentine's Day, you're just pissing off tons of couples. Good job.
Sweet.
They're getting all the people that are single something to do.
That's true. That's true.
That's doing a favor, Mitch. It's all about the singles on Valentine's Day.
And apparently there's more singles now than there ever have been. You know, nobody's dating. Nuts to that, man. They're all playing Assassin's Creed, man. It's going to be
Then you get to a certain age and certain length of marriage where you're like, all right, let's go out for Valentine's Day on like February 3rd. And
to avoid all the young kids who are just sitting 3 hours for a table. Yeah. God, we're so old. Good. It sucks. It's so bad how old we are. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I will not be leaving the house February 14th. So
We just have to take off the whole month. Look at this.
All right, let's do it. Let's quit our jobs.
For me, Assassin's Creed and Avowed, top tier. I would love to get into Monster Hunter Wilds. I just haven't. Like I missed. I played World, but I just didn't really get it. So I would need a group of people to be playing that all at once, or like some sort of Game Pass situation, and which is not going to happen. That's when I look sort of like outside looking in. I'm at the window, just wishing I was in on that because it looks fun, looks cool, but it's not going to happen for me. But the games that are happening for me are stacked on top of each other, 4 days on top. So, dang it.
Fun story. I've never played Assassin's Creed.
No Assassin's Creed.
No Assassin's Creeds.
Oh, wow.
So I've kind of been thinking they have one that's like, what is it? Assassin's Creed Hexy? That's supposed to be more like witchy stuff. Was on their radar. It might be next or the following one.
Wasn't there a Prince of Persia's 2D side scroller? Yeah, there used to be a whole like subgenre of Assassin's Creed games, but like, damn, you've never played any of them?
No. And I keep like, I've been waiting for something to really grab me. And I don't think this one's it.
There's a bunch on Game Pass.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Games with Gold. There was games with every other month. Games with Gold had an Assassin's Creed game in there. So like pirates or Egyptian stuff or Roman with
Origins
none of those.
Is good. Odyssey's great.
Yeah. Origins is solid. Origins is so good.
Codename Hexy. It is set in the Holy Roman Empire during the time of witch trials.
Holy
so that's
crap.
That's a new one,
that's
right?
Like,
that's a rumored new one. Yeah.
Well, they've announced it. It still has its code name.
Yeah.
God only knows when it'll come out. But
I mean, if anything, it might come out. Here's what's crappy. They literally screwed next holiday season now. Because they used to come out every holiday season. Assassin's Creed did. There's no way Shadows comes out.
Not since Origins. Not since Origins. They were never they stopped doing annual Assassin's Creed after once Origins came out. Because Odyssey was next, and it was like 2 years after that, and then Valhalla was another 2 years after that.
Were they?
Which is why they got good.
Yeah,
I would say they got less formula. Yeah, exactly. There's my actually moment. Lachlan in the chat points out. Actually, Mitch, it wasn't every year. But you're right.
You're right. You're right. No. Origins and Odyssey were a year apart. It was Valhalla and then Mirage. Those are the ones that took the gap. But like, no, that's what I was saying. Like. Origins and then Odyssey came out back to back because I remember beating Origins and going straight into Odyssey. Valhalla, I definitely didn't do because I don't have 500 hours.
That's wild to me.
Yeah, but now it's
maybe Origins wasn't a year before or a year after the previous one.
It wasn't. That's when so Unity came out in 2014.
That's what I'm thinking.
And then Syndicate came out, and that was when they were like, "Yo, we got to pump the brakes because these games aren't that great anymore." And then the Origins came out, and it was phenomenal.
I like those games.
Yeah. I like how they got all the way, like they went super RPG and then they got to Valhalla and they're like, we're sorry, we're going to tone this down a little bit. Sorry, we're not going to give you a 200-hour RPG anymore. So
we've been getting Assassin's Creed since 2007.
Black Flag you didn't play? Oh my God, Black Flag was awesome.
Yeah, we got to get Bowser playing Assassin's Creed.
No, they're old games now and I don't want to go back.
Odyssey holds up.
Odyssey does hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Any Odyssey newer are definitely fine. Black Flag, that was like a launch Xbox One PS4 game.
Yep.
And I'm sure it looks okay, but it's an awesome game. Pirate themed.
Syndicate, I would recommend if you're gonna go far back, like the furthest back maybe would be Black Flag, but go Syndicate. Looks incredible, especially on Xbox where they got the whole upscaling stuff. It's really, really nice. But they got some
remasters.
Hang on,
but
you're the one complaining about like you got no games to play and stuff, and you haven't played a single Assassin's Creed. Problem solved.
There's 40 of them,
and they're all very long.
Hey, these are on Stadia.
Oh yeah, there's your Fiona.
Hey,
moment.
These are on Luna.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I should have played them while they were on there, right?
Yeah. Maybe if you played them on there, it'd still be around.
We'd still have Stadia.
So I put the reveal trailer in our document or in the private chat, either place, for the game that I'm looking forward to. And there's like nothing to it, but you know what vibes it gives me? Hellblade.
Oh, hang on a second. I haven't had. I have to watch here.
So Assassin's Creed Shadows, though, was definitely the game that was rumored to be happening for a very, very, very long time. That's actually happening, which is cool. But
this was shown at Ubisoft Forward 2 years ago.
This is Hex.
Yep.
2 years ago?
Yep.
Oh, it's so cool.
Was
It's
Shadows
like
announced at that point?
They
They
name dropped a bunch of stuff at that show.
Yeah.
There was one show, it was just like, we got 8,000 Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, that
coming.
is very much like, yeah, that looks cool. In general, though, the Assassin's Creed games are fun.
Yes.
You really should check them out.
Especially with somebody with no backlog. Like, get on it. She's showing no interest, by the way. Audio listeners, like, she's not even.
She doesn't give a damn.
She's
dog.
not biting.
She's,
No. That's
it's like literally the one setting that everybody's been wanting is Shadows, though. That's the one that ever since
from the start.
Shadows is that one that everybody wants, which is maybe why they care so much to make sure it doesn't suck. So
I'll tell you
that's good.
why I'm mad. When was Shadows supposed to release?
I don't know. November?
In a month?
Next month? Since I'm playing Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition, instead of spending $15 to buy the game, I spent $18 to subscribe to Ubisoft Plus, thinking I could at least try Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh,
that's why she's bitter.
That stings.
That makes sense. Wasn't Beyond Good and Evil like a free Twitch Prime game a while back?
Not the 20th anniversary.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like, you could play the old one, I think.
Oh, that does suck.
Yep.
Oh.
Man, it's crazy.
Whatever.
I almost did that same thing for October I remember when I told you, I was like, I'm going to do Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Shadows. And then in November, I'll play Star Wars when it's fixed.
Yeah.
Now I can't do that either. I'll just wait till June.
2025, man.
They're good.
We'll see you next year.
Yep.
So I might
got plenty to
try
play
out
still.
Star Wars in my time here with Ubisoft Plus, but
it's still good. That's the thing about Star Wars that is worth mentioning. You know, I'm not pleased when they say we're going to fix this game. That's never going to make me happy. However, I've played a lot of this Star Wars game and I have liked it, right? I just don't like knowing that something better is coming because I'm not going to replay it
it's
later.
annoying.
Like,
especially like a story game. I'm going to play through it and then I'm going to set it aside.
Yeah.
That's quite annoying. Yeah. Why even
Ubisoft,
turn it on?
Man. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Game publishers need to get over themselves and quit putting out nonsense dates.
Yeah.
They're just making stuff up, and I understand it from an employer side. Sometimes you have to give people a deadline to work to, but you also don't have to tell the entire world what that deadline is so that when it slips, you look like fools.
I think the hard part is like a lot of these publicly traded companies have shareholders they have to talk to and tell we're going to get you your money back, blah, blah, blah. That's the harder part, I think, is just it's all about money and all that. But Phil goes to talk to people in Japan.
Tell them where to put an X button.
Yeah. Yo, hold on a minute. Yeah, there was a lot of wild news for Tokyo Game Show. That's for sure.
I was awake for this stream. It was 4 a.m. my time. I was like watching it. Like I couldn't believe what was happening. A bit of a different style. Did either of you guys watch the stream? I guess
I watched it afterwards.
It was well, it's for Japan. It was for a Japanese audience, right? So it was, which I kind of appreciate. They didn't just like translate the American kind of E3 style kind of thing. Like they get into detail with this stuff. They weren't, is maybe why we're not hearing too much about it. Cause I don't think a lot of people watched it. It was not your like, show me trailers and move on to the next thing. Like it was, we've seen this from Xbox from time to time before where they go into detail with the developers and the story behind it and everything like that, which I'm okay with. And especially with a different audience, it seems like I can't speak for what people in Japan want, obviously, but I'm just kind of like inferring from when we see Nintendo Directs and they go into great detail about how the menu system works and how this game does this and blah, blah, blah. It seemed to be in that sort of style, which maybe at the end of the day doesn't even matter because we just got a bunch of headlines out of this at the end of the day, which leaked right before that I don't know if either of you guys really care about, but that Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster collection.
Yeah, I saw it got put on the store early.
I would have been surprised if it didn't show up here.
Right.
Yeah.
Like their newfound relationship with Square. Get that stuff over here.
Yeah, it's been rumored. It's actually like pretty deep into this article that we're looking at here. For me, this is a pretty standout piece. Because I think now everything from Final Fantasy 1 up until 15 you can now get on an Xbox, which is wild to me. This is crazy.
Not 7 Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, the remakes. But,
the one that everybody wants on Xbox.
For now.
so damn bad.
I don't know. How much did they want?
I bet you it's gone away. I remember that was like the 1 year exclusivity thing. Just wait a year, it'll get put on Xbox. I was waiting for that, but that never happened. But it's okay.
I know, we kept counting.
Just wait 10 years. It'll get put on there when it gets remastered. Don't worry about it. No, there's a lot of like good news. And also, like you said, though, they did play to the audience, which is really good because things like, again, not mattering to us particularly, but Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, we fully localized in Japanese.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be another
up a couple times, I think, on different games being localized.
They hit us with some Fallout 76 news. Furry friends are coming to your camps, which obviously everybody loves dog meat. So great job there.
Hang on. What?
Yeah. Second article down. Furry friends are coming to your camps in Fallout 76. Fallout 76, part of the broadcast, was a special highlight to some of the amazing camps players have made over the years, from trading posts, old school diners, and miniature towns to big rigs. Players have been showing off their personal styles, and it says here, announced at TGS. It'll be raining cats and dogs in Appalachia when Camp Pets hits the game this December. Get your own personalized corner of the wasteland ready for your forever friend now.
I feel like this has gone way underreported. This is a huge deal.
Again, I'm telling you, get dogs in Fallout.
Fallout 76. I can have a dog in virtual reality, man. I can't have a dog in real life, of course.
I don't know if I want a pet in a Fallout world. Like, I'm just saying.
Real talk,
I'm about the safety of said pet.
Man, I actually would trust my pets to have to protect themselves better than me. What are you talking about? I would want my pets around me to be like, Boba, get them. Like, I can't do this. There's also, like, again, personally, I don't care about this. I know someone does, though. Overwatch 2 and My Hero Academia collaboration. That's cool for people that like both those things.
Kind of wild to see it show up at an Xbox thing, like, because Overwatch belongs to Xbox. That's
right. So it's still weird to grasp that, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like, yeah, I guess it does, huh? Like, it definitely does. Sean freaked out, of course, when he saw StarCraft Remaster and 2.
It's weird to show up. This is a weird one because it doesn't seem like there's much of a Japanese spin on it at all, but I guess that's okay. But StarCraft, man, goodness gracious. I'm still waiting on StarCraft 64.
Yeah. Isn't StarCraft, though, like, hella popular in Japan? Like, from a competitive scene?
I think maybe more in in Korea.
In Korea, okay.
Maybe, yeah, you might be right. But and that's a good point, because often throughout the session or whatever, the stream, Phil was talking about, like, the Asian market.
Right.
So, yeah, it wasn't necessarily just focused on
just Japan, even though it was the Tokyo Game Show. This is their Asian market show.
Good point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just playing to their audience.
Tim Paullin in Discord said StarCraft 1 and 2, that's all you need.
That's it.
That's all you need.
StarCraft is so great. This is such a win for PC Game Pass, honestly. This is something that I was really excited about from the beginning. We still want StarCraft 64 because that's something I don't already own. That would be great for me personally. But StarCraft's such a big deal. And then there's a bunch of rumors going around that there's a StarCraft shooter being made. I can't buy into this, Mitch, because I've been hurt before. They tell us that they're making spin-off StarCraft games. Ghost, it hurts. It still hurts.
That test your friendships with All You Need Is Help. Definitely down to try that out.
I think we saw that this summer during the Summer Game Fest stuff and said we definitely need to try it, but it's going to be out. It's now, right? Isn't it? Didn't it drop?
Now available on Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah. So
4-player co-op game with local and multiplayer support, as well as cross-platform support and robust lobby system.
So
you guys can have fun with that at Extra Life, because I won't be there.
I already added it to the dock. It'll be on my Xbox, ready to go.
Yep.
Very good. Nice. And like I said, some remakes that are coming to Xbox, which is always great. Just trying to get more different types of, especially the JRPG genre, because we definitely need that on Xbox side. Legend of Mana came out. HD Remaster is on Game Pass, which is cool.
That was a big deal.
I did not see
coming on Game Pass.
I did not see the Snake Eater new trailer. I think they had a new trailer for it.
It kicked it off. Yeah.
But of course we all want that. Suikoden is coming to Xbox. 1 and 2 remaster. Fantastic. like I said, it's just like the so much of this is just like there's no JRPGs on Xbox. And I remember for the longest time when Persona got put on there, I was like, holy crap, it finally happened, because that was the one that I felt like PlayStation had just stuck. That and Kingdom Hearts. But like I'm happy that, you know, again, it seems like they care about the Asian market to where they get more types of genres, not just dude bro shooters and Western RPGs. So yeah, very happy. And yeah, like I said, there's a lot, not my particular cup of tea, but I'm also not crapping all over it, because good for them. This is what they need. They need variety of games on their platforms, especially on Game Pass, to get the worldwide market and caring about Game Pass in general.
I don't know what this Tanuki thing is. I missed this on the show, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play it. Whatever it is.
Tanuki Pond Summer reveal. Join an adorable mailman Tanuki on a BMX quest. Sign me up day one. What the heck is this?
Did they have a trailer for that before? No, they didn't.
I think it seems like this was revealed here. A new kind of tricky Tanuki. The Tanuki of Japanese folklore are known for being a lovable trickster. But the kind of tricks that Pond pulls off are more the BMX variety. Explore the world of Tanuki Pond Summer on Pond's trusty BMX. Dude, I'm in. I'm so in. Heck yes. I love this.
This looks like a game. They were like, what are the young kids like? BMX. Just throw that in there.
They're like, hey,
man.
I heard that Nintendo fans like that Animal Crossing. Let's pull Tom Nook and throw him on a BMX bike and have him deliver mail.
Exactly.
I love it. Yes,
the X Games were in town the day they were brainstorming games, and they were like, BMX is cool.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That Threads of Time is one that piqued Ron's interest.
Which one?
Just up a smidge.
Threads of Time. Yep. 2.5D JRPG inspired by the classics. Yeah, very cool. There's a lot here, man. There's tons. And it's interesting because it still seems like catch up. In a lot of ways it is. It's like games that exist elsewhere now on Xbox. That's fine. That gets you to like the level playing ground. Where they need to go is like, can they lead in this way? That'll be interesting to see, because it's just them playing catch up in a way. But Trials of Mana, didn't it come to, this is Game Pass, right?
Yes.
Or one of the Mana games?
Yes,
There's
Trials
two
of
of
Mana
them
is on Game
came to-
Pass, yeah.
Game Pass.
Also, Katamari did too.
Katamari, yep.
Katamari reroll.
Which is funny because I've thought about picking up one of these on Switch just to like screw around, like have a head empty, no thoughts.
You ever play it?
Around. No.
They're fun. They're dumb fun.
Well, I'm gonna play it now.
Perfect for Game Pass.
That was
perfect Game Pass game.
Perfect. Yeah. The fun thing too, I remember this is one of those games. I remember it came out on PS2 originally. It was $20 at the game store when I worked there. And everybody's just like, the hell is this thing? And it was one of those games that literally I felt like just showed up on the shelf and there was no fanfare for it or no talking about it at all.
Yeah.
And then like we popped it in and we're like, oh my God, this is just stupid fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so fun.
It took me like over a decade to really dive in and finally even give it a shot. And it's kind of like Donut County to be in that way. Like you look at somebody playing Donut County, you're like, why is this fun?
That's why I thought it would be interesting, because it's like similar premise, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it works, man. It's super. I showed Donut County to my kids last week, and they thought it was hilarious. Great fun.
One thing I'm a little surprised about that I'm not seeing as much talk about, cloud. Like, especially in Japanese, with some of these games being JRPGs, not needing more cloud-based gaming and stuff like that. I'm surprised some of these, especially these JRPGs, weren't talking more about cloud streaming, especially in the Asian markets. They all say Series X, Xbox One, PC, but I don't know if they actually are coming to cloud or not or anything. But yeah, even the Game Pass games I was looking at too, they don't mention cloud. But
there's a couple more games here. Sorry, Bowser, go ahead.
They didn't put up a Xbox Wire post with the graphic, but there was a graphic that went around that day on Twitter, like
with all the games,
the new format with the games that were coming, and I don't know what they're doing.
I did see another. You're right. I remember seeing another graphic out there that had the new style on it. I just didn't remember what games were on there or when that was, what that was from. But yeah,
this Nine Souls game looks really cool. It's like some sort of ninja cat, samurai cat, or something. This was also shown off. I don't remember if this was during the stream or if it was sort of just around Tokyo Game Show. Launches on November 26th. Day one on Game Pass. I think we've seen this once before. Says Nine Souls is a 2D action game focusing on deflection with art and audio inspired by 80s and 90s Japanese manga and anime. So it got my attention with a description like that, dude. Dang. Good thing we don't have Assassin's Creed coming out. We can play that. Our backlogs have been saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, your backlogs. They've definitely been saved. Not that the game was probably in a rough state and they didn't want to release it again and ruin things.
Nice. Anything else from Tokyo Game Show you guys want to talk about?
No, I'm just happy, like I said, that
Go.
they have a very big variety of... Now it's not just... That was always Xbox's blemish. And, you know, obviously this will just help get more people into Xbox in the Asian markets. So, yeah,
Nice.
happy to see it.
The Game Pass games, their graphic here, they
There we
posted on
go.
X.
Oh, yes.
Everything is coming to console, PC, cloud.
Oh, all those are cloud
What's
as well?
interesting that
Nice.
2 of the games just say console and 2 of them say Series XS. So looks like all you need is help is probably available on Xbox One.
Yeah,
Is what
that's
I'm
what it would mean,
inferring
yeah.
from that. And same
console
with
would mean
Katamari.
all the above, yeah.
Yep. So
Weird that those
Wow,
other ones are
stuff.
only Series X and S. That's kind of...
It's
don't-
weird that games are still coming out on Xbox One. Let's be
yes,
honest.
that's the weird
No,
part.
for sure. There's also games still coming out on PS4. I saw a PS4 and I'm like,
Oh my God.
What are we
Enough
doing
is
right now?
enough. Cut it off.
cut the
Honestly,
cord.
I don't know if that's controversial to say. Like, we don't need to
Well-
be putting games on Xbox One.
5, what are we at? What are we in now? 3, 4 years?
2020, so
4 years and like a month and a half.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Stop.
I think
Stop.
we're okay.
I think we're good.
There's something sweet about it. It is something nice that if all you have is an Xbox One and games are still coming out, there's something nice about that. I want to be like
Yeah.
crystal clear about that. But like, it doesn't help you sell the new one, you know? So like, it's
Yeah.
a tricky spot to be in.
I think it's like they're literally just treating these consoles now instead of full on generations. I mean, they're literally just it's better graphics on the next one. That's all it is. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's
Like if the
more-
game
it's
is like a
becoming more
more
and more
basic enough
PC-like.
game. Yeah, exactly. So like if the game is basic enough, it could run on this. Why not just put it on there? Like I get it.
Right.
But at the same time, it is annoying to like, you definitely don't want a AAA game to say PS4 or Xbox One. That's what you don't want. You want
and
those
that's
games.
kind of the way it's going anyways, I guess. So
Yeah.
self-selecting kind of sorts
Right.
itself out. Okay. Well, that looked like a good batch of Game Pass games, though.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
You know what got my interest though?
What's that, Mitch?
Those new custom controllers that they put on the
Oh my God,
design
so many
lab.
controllers, dude. Holy crap.
holy crap. Dude, it
they
is
do this
straight up
after I buy my
N64 clear shell controllers. It's
People have been
amazing.
asking for clear stuff lately. Like, where's the...
Yeah.
Yeah, where's
It's
that
because all of
comeback?
us people that had them originally have money. We got the disposable.
We got
income,
jobs.
and we want the crap.
Those clear controllers are pretty. The only thing that bums me out is that it's only on the elites. I haven't seen anything on the design lab about regular controllers. It's only on the elite controllers. And
they
I'm
have
not,
some regular ones that were already.
Oh,
Clear,
were there?
Right.
Okay.
Like I don't know if they were in design labs, but they had like some special editions you could get or something.
yeah, so I've seen that. They just actually also announced that clear white one that just got announced like literally the same day that
Yeah, the
this one
Ghost
did.
Cipher.
Yeah, which is sick. Also, though,
Okay. I'm so
What?
glad we're
Rainbow
doing this right
effect,
now.
like on the back paddles and the
yeah,
D-pad
like
there.
the burnt metal
Yeah.
effect. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Wait
real
a
good.
second. Wait a second. Okay, so when we first started talking about this segment, I kind of rolled my eyes at controllers because they're always doing new controllers. I've had it with controllers. It doesn't excite me at all. So I totally skipped over this. We're watching this video live while we do this. I'm blown away that these
Yeah,
are
they look
controllers.
sick as
gorgeous.
You're
hell.
welcome.
They look so good, dude.
Wow.
Also, too, one thing that's nice, the burnt, like, usually you can buy the elite accessories separately as well. So say if you just want like the accessories for the elite controller, you can actually just buy those kits on the X. So if you already have an elite controller and you just want the cool paddles and stuff, yeah.
Oh, I do.
Dude, that
They
green
have
is like
me-
Master Chief green.
It is beautiful, Sean. It's my favorite color green. It's so damn pretty.
Oh, I
I'm
like them
so happy.
all.
Yeah.
I like the pink one. I like the purple. Every
Yeah.
every one of
Every
them.
single
Yeah.
one. Yes.
Oh, damn it.
And
Guys,
then-
I completely
He
did a
said,
180
"Damn
on
it."
this.
Yeah. And then if you do scroll down, you can see the Ghost Cipher one that just came out too.
I just
like
want
the
to
white
keep
one.
watching this.
He just wants to watch this video on
It's
repeat.
So nice.
It's called
Ah.
Energy Chroma and Sunset Chroma.
Oh, that's gonna have to
For
go on
those
the
beautiful
Oh, look
paddles
at that.
That's what I'm saying. Those such a fan of, that like burnt metal look. Yeah, buddy, dude.
Ooh, It's
Yep.
going on the Christmas wish list. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Also, I want to shout out Xbox on their design lab. One thing I really love, you can customize a controller and you can straight up share it as a URL to where you can just send it to somebody and go, this is exactly how I want my stuff. And
Yard in the
appreciate
chat
that.
goes, I completely missed the announcement. I'm designing my own right now.
I am
Hell
too.
yeah,
It's
man.
crazy. Like, it's real good. I'm on there right now for the regular controllers, and they have some like different patterns, but not the see-through ones on Design Lab for regular controllers. So
They want all that money.
yeah, that design. Oh my god, those are so pretty. Oh my god, they're so good. It's so good looking. Like even like the just here's the model. Here's the free like dude. These look good.
Yeah, they did good. They did good with this one. Good job. I really do. I roll my eyes when it's like they got announcements for us and it's everything but games. But here we are. These controllers, they look pretty nice, dude. The red one is giving me N64 red.
All of these are giving me N64 vibes. If I have to be honest, like that's atomic purple, man. Like what are you talking about? That is
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, it's Astral Cipher.
You know,
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
Sorry, my bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. This see-through red goes so hard. Holy crap! Like,
Where are you
here's
looking
the-
at? Is there a better way for me to?
I'm on
see
the
this?
Design Lab site. Like,
Yeah.
if you go to the
Went
Design
straight-
Lab site, you see the front of that red where you see every little nook and cranny of the internals of it, and they look stupid good. Oh my god. Oh my god, they look so good. That green one has got me. I'm gonna buy another Elite controller that I don't need.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good. That red one looks so good. And that green one, look at that.
That looks
Oh my
pretty good.
God. Yeah. Man.
They do such a great job with this Design Labs, man. You can spin
They
it
do.
around. Oh, I love this.
That's what I'm saying. And they got the metallic, like all the buttons, like analog sticks metallic, all that stuff. Do me a favor, Phil, quit being scared. Just do consoles. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do consoles.
Don't. Please don't.
Do
Dear
that
God,
on
my
that.
wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be tricky because
Exactly.
we already talked about how expensive consoles are and how they're not getting any cheaper. And they got you the
No, when you buy one of
Galaxy, the
these, you're
Stars
like
one, and it's $700 or
half of-
$600.
Half a darn console just in this controller right now.
I'm about
Seriously.
to. Yeah. It's like that. And again, they nickel and dime you. It's like $10 for this one, $5 for this metallic thing. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm going to do it because
Yeah.
this sucks. Yeah,
Oh, I
man.
might reach out to maybe we'll do that for Extra Life. Yeah, we've given away a quote unquote official controller, as
I
Yarn
remember
is
that.
pointing out in the chat. I have one. We've got two. We've done two. One is back here. This was the original, and then because I think this was. Oh no, maybe this is the latest one. I can't remember. It's impossible to say. I think we've done this twice. This is the latest one for the series controllers. But we
Mhm.
did one on the Xbox One, which did not have the save
The share
the screen
button.
share button. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, Design Labs is S tier. Doesn't get nearly enough recognition. You know, like this is a reason why I like being on Xbox. I think this stuff matters. I like that.
And like I said, you can customize, you can engrave it. It's just and I also appreciate when they do cool collabs where it's not necessarily like a licensed controller, but they're just like, they kind of make the controller themed around like for example, when they did NFL, when they had the partnership with the NFL, they'd be like, here's a, Chicago Bears controller. And it didn't have any logos on it, but they just kind of put the colors together for you to make it look right. And like, yeah, dude, look at that controller, man. And we're seeing
People
it
should
on
go
a
just play
computer
around,
screen.
man. Yeah.
We're seeing it on a computer. Holding that in your hand, you're probably like, damn, that looks good. Yeah.
People
That
should go
green's
play
got me
around.
messed up. Green's got
And
me
it's a
goofed
great
up.
controller, by the way.
Yeah.
The Elite
It
2
feels
is
so good.
Yeah. It absolutely does.
Yeah. Okay.
Big fan. Big fan.
What
That's a
did you
$200
do,
controller
man?
you're seeing there. Holy crap.
I know.
It's okay.
That's just a start. I haven't even added like any of the accessories or anything like that. I haven't
Yep.
engraved nothing.
Oh
That's
my
just,
God.
Yeah,
Again, don't be scared, Phil. Just do the consoles. Do it.
might as well.
Change the light on your
Do it, you
console if you
coward.
want. Do it.
That's how you see. You need to learn from Nintendo. That's how you get all of us fools to buy extra consoles and bump up those numbers.
Of course.
100%.
No
Like, I
kidding.
got
It's the
my
oldest
one.
trick in the
I don't
book.
need another one. Like, now you got to make it pretty.
Seriously.
Which, by the way, they put out those skins when they first launched them, and I don't know of them releasing a new skin at all. By the way, like
Yeah, I have the
wrap-
I have the
like
Starfield one.
one. That's it,
right.
right?
They had the Starfield one, and I think they had like what 2 other colors. I think
Maybe they did like a camouflage one or something. Like that.
and
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
it. I haven't heard a word about those skins since
I
then,
know,
and
such
it's
a
just
bummer.
weird.
It'll come. Christmas is coming. Holiday season is coming. Like that'll be maybe that if they're gonna do it, it's the next couple of months here. Okay.
Right.
Yep, they got Starfield, a white camo, and a blue camo.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, we've tried to audibly describe these controllers that we're visually looking at for our
Just
podcast.
a bunch of oohing and ahhing. I don't
Yeah,
think
it
we
looks
actually
great.
said what it looked like, but
Guys, go to Design Labs. Post if you're designing something in Design Labs, post it in the Discord. I would love to see it, what you guys are coming up with. Even if you're not going to buy it, I'd love to see the different designs that people come up with. Because I'm
You can
basic. You guys are
Yep.
much more creative than I am.
You guys can design it, share a URL, custom URL that we can all see, and then when we like it, we'll just go buy it.
yeah,
That's what'll happen.
that's how it works.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
So many.
Okay, what else do we do on this show?
I don't know.
No, nothing. That's it.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay.
We
I had a
gave
great
reason to
time, you
people
guys.
for them to spend $200. It's fine. Go buy a controller
Yeah, do it.
Play some video games.
with
Steal
with your $200 controller. Yeah.
Actually play games and talk
Yeah.
about them in the Discord, man, because that is all. That brings us to the very end of the Xbox Drive episode 358. Only 2 away until the red rings of death take us all into the sweet, sweet abyss of nothingness, Mitch.
No.
You got to wrap us up in a towel and hope for the best, I guess, my friend.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody,
Gotta-
so much for listening to us. Before I thank all the people at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, please. By the way, Knights in the Realm in the chat here, send me the Discord link, you peasants. That's kind of rude. But the link, we'll see how you do in the Discord, my friend. If you're nice, we'll know. But the links are in the show notes, of course, the description here on YouTube, etc. Very cool to hang out with a very active chat here on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. Bowza, tell the people where they can find you on the internet.
You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, Bowza 13, Bowza in the Discord. Come hang out, as long as you're nice.
Nice. Mitch Power, 1116. Tell the people the things.
Yeah, the things. Everything. MitchPower1116.com. I'm going to be putting out my video of my Extra Life logo here soon, and all the dumb things I'm going to do to try to raise money for these big, beautiful kids.
Oh.
But if you want to play Lockdown Protocol, if you want to have fun doing that, if you want to have fun checking out the community days on Saturdays, everywhere, everything. MitchPower1116.com.
Nice. As for me, Xbox and X at Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants, hanging out in that there Discord. We're streaming at twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live. We're doing a bunch of fun stuff at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Get your merch, carpoolgaming.com. Last week, I got a sweet hoodie because I did that thing with Victor Lucas. That was very nice. We did the little
Nice.
panel. We got to host a little thing and got to go to dinner with one of the co-founders of BioWare.
That's
was
pretty amazing.
unreal. He showed us his restaurant where he's brewing all his beer now. It's like very cool. So that sounded
you
like a
just
humble
sit there and
brag.
look at him like this?
Basically, yeah. Everybody else is talking. I'm like, this is so cool, man.
This is
So thank
amazing.
you, everybody, for the ride that we've been on. This road, this content creation journey has been wild. Totally has changed my life. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for doing that. Especially everybody at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. And I want to give a special thank you to our ultimate producers, the wonderful Jonathan Brown. He does the show's music for this show and the PlayStation Drive. Go to linktree/pme.jib. You can listen on Apple Music and Spotify. PME, it's Purple Monkey Entertainment. Cwagmire, thank you for saying that the best babes are Xenobabes. TechMike, who says whether you are Kevesi or Agnian, you're a Xenobabe at heart. All very Nintendo-driven ultimate producers. We appreciate you very, very much. Platinum producers, Smokin Joe, Solo, The Captain, and Tim Paullin. And our gold members, Toxic, The Jiggy Collector, Shane Erickson, Pehe EP, Patrice Millette, Old Mr. Frump, Liger Woods 330, Kia Savoy, John 32, Popple, Emily, Kelly, Drellesh, Dan, Dan and Luma,
like that.
Cecily Carrozza, Brian Reese, Bradmore, BobLoblaw, Awesome Dave 1337, Anna, and Adam K. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Sorry for the weird sound effects in these credits at the end of the show. I think that is the end of the Xbox Drive episode 358. Thank you so much for listening. Bowza, closing thoughts as I hit the button to end the whole stream.
Play some video games this weekend and have fun.
Bye!
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.